and welcome to this news broadcast brought to you by the Cardinal Broadcasting Company. I'm Delaney Hardy.
And I'm Michael Dane.
Delivering you campus news at the Catholic University of America.
On today's episode, we will take a look at a campus visit from a United States Senator, a preview to this year's baseball season, and more.
But first, over spring break, there are 5 immersion trips happening with students from CUA through the Service and Justice Immersion Program. On these trips, students are able to engage with different communities, learn from others, and expand their faith with them. The locations for these trips include Florida, Alabama, the Dominican Republic, Ecuador, West Virginia, and the US-Mexico border. We were able to speak to a few of this year's Dominican Republic trip leaders about what advice they have for students looking to get involved and go on immersion trips. Isabel Rice said, quote, "If you want to become the best version of yourself, go do something much greater than yourself. What better place to start than with an immersion trip? True happiness comes from serving those far and near to us, and getting out of your comfort zone to serve others holds an incredible amount of value and purpose in the path to seeking happiness." James Pham suggests that you, quote, "keep an open mind wherever you go and meet people where they're at. Don't come in with the mindset that you are just helping them. Instead, come in with the mindset of, how will this change your perspective on serving others?"
If you are interested in learning more about future immersion trips, visit service.catholic.edu or reach out to the coordinator of the Service and Justice Immersion Program, Emjali Mendoza Waters, at mendozae@cua.edu. In sports, spring sports have officially begun, as baseball is already 3-0 as of February 21st. Last week, we got the chance to speak with head coach Ross Natoli about his hopes for this upcoming season. Let's take a look.
Well, we're only 3 games into our season, but what I expect from the team this spring is, again, it's a given that you compete to the fullest and prepare to the fullest. You've got to prepare mentally and physically for your opponent, and then you've got to bring it and execute to the fullest when you get your chances. And that's what I think our team this year is going to do. I think the keys to last year were we had the type of players that always gave themselves a chance. They never felt they were out of a game. And whether you were a pitcher or a position player, they competed to give themselves a chance to come out ahead. My favorite part about this year's team, I think, is really an upgrade in our leadership council, so to speak, our captains. I think all of them bring so much to the table from their experience and are even better at exuding that leadership to their teammates. What makes coaching a Catholic special to me, I think, is just, again, it's a privilege to have the opportunity to coach and hopefully make a positive difference in the lives of young men. Seeing guys develop. I care more about who you are 4 or 5 years after you come here than who you are when you come here. That's what playing college athletics is about, is setting that foundation that's going to help you be successful when you leave Catholic U.
We would like to congratulate Coach Natoli on his 750th career win and wish the team best of luck this season. Although the men's and women's basketball teams both lost the landmark conference semifinal games last Wednesday, with the men's record of 22-4, they may still be eligible for the NCAA Division III tournament, which begins in a few weeks. We would also like to congratulate both the men's and women's swimming and diving teams, who are both this year's landmark conference champions, as well as all of the spring sports that are just starting their seasons. In politics, United States Senator Mike Braun visited campus on February 15th and addressed a bipartisan group of students in the Prisbilla Center. He spoke to the group of students about his journey to the U.S. Senate and other ways he has served his country over the years. I had the chance to speak with Senator Braun ahead of his speech. Here's what he had to say.
So the journey for me was a little different from most senators. I was on a school board for 10 years, from 04 to 14, and then said yes to running for a state rep and went there for infrastructure, which we were lacking in my part of the state, and then I decided to run for U.S. Senate. When I got there, the government was shut down. We really were in kind of a period of doldrums there. It was kind of regular business. I went there to weigh in on healthcare. I then got involved in some media stuff along the way. We did the CARES Act in March of 2020, and then the whole Senate was sent home for another 6 months. In the short time I've been in the Senate, I've sat through 2 impeachment trials. And then we still, as a freshman Senate office, got more legislation passed than any Republican senator or congressman in 21. When I was young, I was a choir boy, I was a server, I was a lector, and never really appreciated it because it was mostly out of obligation. You come back, you raise your own family, you take a different viewpoint.
Can you explain your potential future political endeavors?
So I declared in early December to come back to Indiana and run for governor. I never measure things by maybe how difficult they're going to be. I want to measure it by how much impact you can have.
Senator Mike Braun, a Republican from Indiana. Senator, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Seeing a U.S. Senator on campus isn't something you see every day, and we thank Senator Braun for taking the time to speak with us. In the world of arts and entertainment, make sure to check out the Junior Art Majors opening reception on March 16th from 5 to 7 p.m. in Salve Regina Hall. The show will be on display from March 16th through March 31st. For more information on upcoming Rome School shows and events, visit arts.catholic.edu. On Friday, March 17th, make sure to check out Shamrock Acapella, hosted by Catholic University's own Take Note Acapella. You will be able to see other CUA a cappella groups, including Redline and the Washingtons.
This week, we should continue to see some warmer weather with highs in the upper 50s leading up to spring break.
If you have news you'd like to be included in a future broadcast, follow us on Instagram at Cardinal Broadcasting Company and follow the link in our bio.
That is all we have for this broadcast. I'm Michael Dane.
And I'm Delaney Hardy.
And this broadcast has been brought to you by the Cardinal Broadcasting Company at the Catholic University of America.
Thank you for tuning in and have a great spring break. We will see you soon, Cardinals.